In this session, we discuss about how cookies are being used and created using PHP script. So here we discuss what is the purpose of cookie, what is the idea of creating and using cookies by the web servers, how they are being managed in a particular device, and how the browser are used for storing this type of information in the device, and what is the purpose of such information being sent backward and forward from server to the device. So all these things will be covered in this particular session. uh, Cookies, otherwise called HTTP cookie, or it is otherwise called web cookie or internet cookie, browser cookie. There are several terms used to represent cookie used over the net. So actually the term cookie has been derived from magic cookie. It was a packet of data which was received and sent back unchanged in Unix programmers in earlier days. Then later it was termed as HTTP cookie, or even simply a cookie. And what is a cookie in the meaning of, or the purpose of cookies? Actually, cookie is a small piece of data stored on the user's computer by a web browser that we are using in our client machine. And this is being stored while a particular website has been browsed via this web browser. As we have seen here, it is a small piece of data. We can say 4 kilobyte, 4 KB of data. It is sent by the server to the user's web browser. So when we are accessing a particular website from our device for the first time, this cookie has been created by the information sent by the server to the client machine. And web browser is actually is responsible for creating this cookie and managing this cookie. This piece of information is actually stored in the hard disk of our machine, our device, and the corresponding information will be sent back to the server when needed. So this as we have seen, it has a single cookie has a maximum size of 4 KB usually. And this is designed to be a reliable mechanism for website to remember some useful information, or even to record the user's browsing activities using that particular web browser. uh, this number of what is the size of a cookie that we have seen, like it is actually for around 4 KB information. And the number of cookies that is being managed by a particular web browser depends upon the type of web browser that you are using. For example, in Google Chrome, it manages maximum of 180 cookies, whereas Firefox, another web browser, it manages maximum of 150 cookies. So depending upon the web browser we are using, the number of cookies managed by a particular website and particular at a time by a particular device may vary. That depends upon the browser that we are using. So it is, as we have seen, it is a reliable mechanism for website to remember some information, like as we have seen, when we first log in into a particular website, maybe the user ID and password, there can be some option like remember the user ID and password for later usage. So when we say yes for this answer, then the cookie sent by the server, it stores the information, your user ID and password, in your device hard disk. And when we access the same website next time from the same device, so as we can see, like when we try to log in, the password comes automatically into the password text box. So this is managed by cookie. Similarly, suppose we can see that the previous information, previous site that we have previous time the same site has been accessed. So such lot of information are managed by these cookies, and they are used by the server. So a cookie has lot of information, like the attributes we say, and the name of the cookie, the value of cookie, and there are zero more attributes connected with each cookie, like the date of expiry of the cookie, the domain, the flags, other flags used along with these cookies, that all also make a part of the cookie. Why these cookies are being used? There are a few usage of cookies, like the session management, as we have seen, like when we log into the same site the next time from the same device, maybe the username can be user ID, and password can be remembered by the web browser that we are using, and it can the cookies are used for personalization purpose, like it can use to remember information about the user in order to show, say, relevant content of that user over time. And as far as the expiry date is been not it is within the expiry time, this information will be remembered and stored in the hard disk of your device. In a particular folder it will be stored, depending upon the operating system that you are using and the web browser you are using. A particular folder will be used for storing all these cookies. It can be used for tracking purpose, like recording and analyzing the behavior of users, and this is very useful for knowing the browsing habit, and to can be used later by the web server. So similarly, there can be a lot of uses by the cookies. As we have seen, there are several parameters associated with a cookie, like name and value of are the most important parameters associated with cookies, and name and value are required parameters while creating a cookie, whereas other parameters like date of expiry, path where the cookie is being stored, the domain name of the cookie, the secure parameter, like whether it is been specified as HTTPS or even HTTP. So these type of parameters are optional in nature while creating a cookie. So the first two parameters, that is name and value, are compulsory or must while creating a cookie. So we are going to see how cookie is being used in a PHP script, how PHP code or what other functions that are used for, especially for managing cookies in PHP. So the first and foremost function that is being used along with cookies in PHP is set cookie. So it is for setting up a cookie for when the device access the website through a web browser for the first time. So set cookie function can be called for creating a cookie, and as we have seen, the parameters are being passed into this function while creating a cookie. So whenever we access a particular website, the set cookie function is to be called prior to any output generated by the script, otherwise the cookie will not be set. So the parameters, as we have seen, name and value, first two parameters are compulsory, the name of the cookie and the value that is being set to the cookie, and date of expiry, path, domain, security, etc. are additional parameters used for creating cookies by PHP. Once a cookie is been created by the set cookie function, we can access the information or the data stored in the cookie using either $_ cookie variable or http underscore cookie underscore vars variable. So these two variables are associated with the cookies in PHP. So this is one, we can either use any of these variables for accessing the data of cookie, and there is another function called eset to check whether a particular cookie, if a name of the cookie is given, whether it is been created or whether it is been set, already set or not, can be verified using the eset function. Here we can see some example. The name of cookie is been can be accessed by using either using the parameter variable underscore cookie or http underscore cookie underscore vars. Once a cookie has been created, another thing we have to remember is that when we use a web browser, we can see all the cookies that been created in our device using just by right clicking on the web browser area and choosing the inspect parameter. We can list out the sub menus, and out of these menus there is a particular menu called application, and just clicking the application there is a term called cookies. In the case of Chrome web browser, Google Chrome, there is cookies option, and just by clicking the cookies you can see which are the cookies that are being created for this particular web page. So we can see the parameters like the name of each cookie, the values of each cookie, date of expiry, all this information can be seen over there. So this is being displayed on your browser, web browser option by just right clicking on the web page and choosing the inspect menu over there. So once a cookie has been created, if you want to delete a particular cookie, you can use the same set cookie function by just there are two options for deleting a cookie. You can write the name alone and without any other parameters. If you are specifying, if you are calling set cookie function, then the particular cookie already created will be deleted. That is one option for deleting a cookie. There is another option like you can set the expiry date to an older date, like here we can see in this example time -60. So expiry date is an older date. So in that case, if that cookie is already an existing one, it will be deleted. So these are the two options for deleting cookies in PHP. So as we have seen in this session, cookies are small piece of information created by a server through the web browser we are using from our device, and the cookie information is stored in our device in a particular folder. It will be saved, and it will be saved in the particular device for this particular a particular time of expiry specified in the set cookie function. So as long as it is within this time period, it will be stored, otherwise the cookie will be deleted. And we have several options in our web browser for setting up cookies, for removing cookies, for deleting cookies, for we can decide whether we want any cookies. There are a lot of options depending upon the browser we are using. So using this, there are several types of cookies as we have seen, like session cookies, third-party cookies. Lot of type of cookies are available, and each type of cookies are used for particular purpose and for particular way it will be used by the web browser. and depending upon the web browser we are using, the storage location of the cookie will be different, and number of cookies and the size of the cookies also will be maybe different, and the way of accessing, managing the cookies also will be different from one web browser to another browser. Anyway, PHP provides PHP code, lot of PHP code are being provided for managing these cookies in PHP.